What's going on, my amazing retro squad, and my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful renegades? This is your boy Retro Quin, and today we will be checking out another cover from the Big Pushin' Ren, Knocking on Heaven's Door. And it says that it's a Bob Dylan cover, and y'all know I told y'all typically when I see that it's a cover, I do like to go and check out some of the original song just so I can see what type of spin Ren and the Big Push is gonna put on it when they perform it for the crowd and stuff. So we're finna go ahead and get into it. We got the Big Push, Knocking on Heaven's Door.
That's by the grace of all time, Mr. Bob Dylan, everybody.
Really, really vibrant. You know what? Also, too, before we get into this, because it seems like every video that I check out, it's like they're in a different location, in which like, you know, for the ones that's been following me when I do the Big Push reactions and stuff, y'all know I told y'all about, you know, growing up in the church, doing tent revivals, different locations, stuff like that. So that's what this you know, just brings me back to as well, because I always see them in different locations. But I do need y'all to let me know, are they like kind of in the same area, or they actually traveling, like, you know, city to city, performing in different locations and stuff? I just need y'all to let me know that, please, and thank you. Look like they at a beach. Golly.
Won't take these parts out of me. I can't you see it anymore. It's getting dark to see, and I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door.
So, like, the thing that I like about this, and on which I tell y'all in all of my reactions, is just how raw the I guess like the sound is from them actually performing it on the street, as opposed to me hearing the original recording where, you know, I mean, the original, in which I didn't listen to the entire thing, but like I said, I just wanted to check out, you know, some of it just so I can at least get a feel for it. But when I listened to the original, like I said, it sounded good and stuff, but I could hear, like, or I could tell that it was, you know, that studio recording sound, like real professional type sound. And not to say that their sound isn't professional, but I like this better because it, like, when you just, you know, kind of on the streets singing into the mic and you don't have any extra, I guess, like extra vocals or extra like enhancement sound effects and stuff like that, you can get a lot of that rawness and bring out better feels and stuff when you're out performing and stuff. And that's what I like about it, especially with a song like this, that's kind of, you know, just talking about, you know, like just knocking on heaven's door and really seeming like not like you ready to give up, but it's one of those things where, you know, you kind of getting tired and you still, like, the end is near, like you're on the other side of the hill, or, you know, over the hill, as they like to put it. But when you hearing a song like this and then you get someone performing it like this, it just brings out an entirely different feel, as opposed to, you know, just hearing it from a studio recorded version. And hopefully I explained that right, you know, so that y'all can understand where I'm coming from on that. But I'm gonna take it back from the top though. Notice how they got so many people out here too, man. Like, that's like all over the bridge, and like, it's crazy, man. It's a lot of people.
Won't take these birds that's hurting me. I can't you see it anymore. It's getting dark to see. And I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door.
It's always my favorite.
So mama, to put my guts in the ground. Ooh. No, I can't use them anymore. And all these clouds are coming down. On. Oh, I feel like I'm knocking on.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on.
Golly, boy.
Mama, take this badge off of me.
Hold on, y'all. We're gonna take it back, so we can get Ren started right here. But gosh, I'm getting goosebumps, because it just bringing back so many memories all the time. But like one of the best things that I love that the Big Push does, that just kind of brings me back to my past when I was growing up as a kid doing the street revivals and stuff like that, is when they give us those solos, like after their verse, or after they sing their part. Then they'll kind of give us a silence with their voices, and then they just play the instruments on, kind of like they just give us like a drum solo, guitar solo. But I can remember growing up, we would just kind of say, like, it sound like the music or the instruments are talking to us. And like when I was like, after they finished singing and they got quiet and they started playing the solos on the different instruments, it's like I could hear the instruments kind of mimicking what the guys had just finished singing. And then when they kind of turned it up with the guitar song, it was like you could hear the guitar singing like a certain melody in the background. Which that's one of those things where I guess you could say you have to have an ear for it, like for that particular thing within the music. Cause a lot of people, they can hear it and just be like, it sounds really good. But then you have other people that actually can hear like the lyrics through the music or through the instruments. And like I said, I'm not gonna say that's something that everyone can hear or pick up on, but it's just one of those special things and one of those special moments when you can just when you can hear the words through the instruments, man. And they do a great job of doing that, man. But I'm excited to hear Ren's singing on this one though.
Mama, take this badge off of me. Cause I can't use it anymore.
Woo.
And it's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door.
Golly, man, it's so beautiful.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Say for the follow. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. See the Lord, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Yeah, good minute. And see, I don't mean to stop it. Why they doing the solo, but this particular part right here is just almost like I can hear the ad libs of the instruments just saying knocking, like knocking, like something like that. Like I can hear the ad libs through the music right here, and like I say, I don't know that everyone can pick up on that. But and it's not, you know, like a bad thing if you can't pick up on it or anything, but it's just like coming from a musician in myself, it's just like I might hear something totally different from what like just the average listener can hear. But it's hitting way different for me, man, right now. And they doing a tremendous job with these breakdowns, man. I can literally just I could just hear the ad libs through the instruments, like through the music that's coming from the instruments, man. I wish it was another way I could break it down, or, you know, like just like where y'all could actually hear what I hear or what I'm thinking in my head. But it's crazy, man.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Heaven's door. I can hear it, man.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Lordy, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. All of you as well. One more time. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So Lordy, knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Beautiful, beautiful. That was beautiful, man. Another beautiful cover, man. I'll never get tired of these covers from the Big Push. And one thing that I wanted to do going into this year was make sure that I do a great job about going back and really, you know, just kind of diving deep within the archives of a lot of my favorite artists and stuff that I love reacting to on the channel, and just kind of, you know, go back and get a lot of their older material up on the channel, as well as anything newer that they put out. But like I always tell y'all, if y'all have any more suggestions from Ren or like any individual members of the Big Push or just the Big Push in general, y'all make sure that y'all drop them down below in the comment section. I'll make sure that I get it up on the channel. But that will do it for the video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay positive and stay smiling. And without further ado, this is your boy Retro Quin. I'm out.